What's up, everybody? We are back. John Della Rose here, the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction. And we have an interesting situation today, which is spearheaded by J.K. Rowling and Noam Chomsky, of all people, who are signing some open letter to end cancel culture. All these people have posted this letter basically because Rowling, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, got canceled because she posted some marginally, normal stuff about transgender folk. And what's interesting is they very obviously only want to end cancel culture for people on the left. They're very happy to keep canceling people on the right. The letter, as it states right here, calls President Trump a real threat to democracy. So, they want to cancel him anyway, to harden his own brand of dogma or coercion, insisting that a, quote, intolerant climate has plagued, quote, both sides of the aisle. Well, there's only one side of the aisle that's getting canceled consistently. You saw Stefan Molyneux get banned from Twitter, from Facebook, I think Facebook, from YouTube, from MailChimp, from PayPal. He can't get money for his own deal because payment processors won't allow it. He can't get his message out because none of the social media sites will allow it. And he can't even use a mailing list to talk to his people because they are just trying to cancel him that hard. Now, none of these people is ever going to be in a position where they were not going to be able to even get funds or be able to use their mailing lists or something like that. They're all in such a, quote, privileged position that they're going to be talking about cancellation on such nebulous terms that it only applies to people who have it very cushy to begin with. It's not like J.K. Rowling with her billions of dollars, has anything to worry about in any capacity or any sense of the word. Only people who are actually putting out real messages, who are actually against the establishment here, have any danger of this. And none of these people ever spoke out in any instance. When I was canceled by the science fiction establishment publishing, none of these people said anything. None of these people helped whatsoever. In fact, a lot of people who are their cronies of the people signing this letter, like PZ Myers is one of the people here, part of this, and John Scalzi, all of these people in establishment publishing called for my cancellation even harder when it hit me. None of these people stepped up for anything when it came to a smaller author like myself, an independent author like myself, somebody who's not actually in the mainstream machine. What these people want to do at the end of the day is just protect the mainstream machine. They just want it to be their sort of milquetoast left-wing nonsense that they can spout, but they don't want to have any of the repercussions that us normal people have just for having just basic normal opinions on things. And it's very upsetting that there's no way that anybody will stand up for anybody who actually gets canceled because they're just a bunch of chickens is what it comes from at the end of the day. They call it the free exchange and information of ideas, the, quote, lifeblood of a liberal society. But they don't mean it. Again, if you have any, and you say this, when it comes to expect this on the radical right, they want the radical right to be censored. They want even the moderate right to be censored. And this is why they keep hitting the right over and over again, even in this letter. If they meant it, they would mean this for everybody, but they only mean it for themselves. And this is why I never advocate for a sort of free speech commitment, because there's never any free speech. It's always somebody's side speech that gets silenced, or somebody's side speech that they want saved. And that's all that happens in this. And we have another example of this today. And this is we got a children's author who got fired by her publisher for her support of J.K. Rowling. And this is what's prompting this. But there's been so many authors in the past, and not just myself. We have Laurie Forrest, who works for Harlequin Teen, and she put out her book, The Black Witch, which upset some pink-haired weirdo reviewer, and because of that, she got canceled. We've had so many other people have books pulled, etc., over the last couple of years. And never a peep from any of these people about this. It only happens when it gets close to them. And this is the only time they'll ever be concerned. So if J.K. Rowling will step up and start supporting authors who have truly been canceled, who are truly blacklisted like myself, who can never get a contract with establishment publishing, despite my selling thousands of books on my own with zero help from anybody. Blacklisted from major YouTube programs, from conventions. I've been banned from conventions. I mean, she will never say a thing about me and never say a thing about people like me. And that's what it comes down to. So I challenge her to do that. If she really means it and it isn't just some sort of shill who's trying to push her 150 people who are in establishment publishing to keep your jobs and not worry about anybody else from your privileged billionaire position, then say something about the little people who have actually suffered from all of this. Actually do something. Help out some independent authors. Help out build our platforms. Give us some airtime so that we can actually rise up above the cancel culture that's hit us for years and years and years. But of course, we know that'll never happen. These are all just elites fighting with elites, and they don't care about the little people whatsoever. All right. Hit that like and subscribe button, everybody. This is the only way we get the word out here about anything. And we get the word out for other great authors who have been canceled also. We try to spread the love as much as we can out here because we are a movement of real love and we are a movement of real change in the publishing industry. And we need your support always. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think Rowling's being ingenuous here? Do you think this is a good thing? Am I off base on this? Or is this just another ploy for somebody to keep their own little privileged position? Let me know. See you guys.